Okay, so Amber Heard is going to tie into another story, but do you know why Amber Heard is in the news now?
I have no idea actually.
Because this woman either
Oh, is it about a book?
is about the book, either her
Mm,
legal team is insane, or in my opinion, they just don't understand how new media works in the sense that mainstream media is not everything, right? So, for
hmm
example, before we talk about the book, we went over the two interviews that they did, right?
hmm
They took it down. NBC
hmm
is basically copywriting, giving all strikes to
Oh,
everyone.
they took down our videos.
They didn't take out our videos. Apparently, the previews, the two previews that we did, those are fine. But the big, kind of like big interview, that one, they're just striking all the lawyers left and right,
hmm
right? So I'm gonna give you a couple of options. This is how outdated these guys are. They took down the videos because they wanted to do stuff to them. They wanted to like take away some stuff out, put new stuff in, right? And I don't know why, but they just didn't think that we were gonna catch up. Like they thought that they were gonna get away with it and people were not gonna notice. So I'm gonna give you the options. Option one, they took the previews because they wanted to have their whole thing by themselves, meaning that they just wanted to upload the whole interview on their channel alone, unedited,
Hmm.
perfectly fine and needed. Option two, they took down the previews because Amber Heard didn't like some of the stuff that was, or the criticism that was being said about the interviews.
Yeah.
So they cut clips. Yeah, they cut questions short. They found any criticism. Basically, they found a way to make it seem
Better.
kind of good, right?
Yeah.
So, which option do you think they took?
I'm sure it's the option that made her look better.
You know when we were paying attention to her, kind of like taking a pause like this, like
hmm
they cut that a little bit.
they started editing those.
They edit those, so that the pause is still there, but instead of being 5 seconds, it's like one, right? So like they shorten it, right? There's certain questions that she answered that they took words out.
Yeah.
And the only way you will notice if you're watching the previous interview and this the new interview at the same time. Now, I'm
Mm.
not gonna show it because we're gonna get
Yeah.
copyrighted. So there's no point. But if you guys can probably search it, you can find it. But they just don't learn. Why do you think they took this weird strategy? Like they thought that this is in the 1970s or the 1950s where they can just upload a video and if they don't like it, they can just take it out and just put another one. I don't get
Well,
it.
here's my funny take. I have a funny take and a serious take. Which one you want first?
Serious and funny.
Okay. The serious take is that politically this year, uh, the left is dealing with the fact that they're being exposed often, right? And they're trying to fight. They're squirming. Also, Roe v. Wade is going on in the Supreme Court currently. So, with that being said, anything they can do to make, I guess, women seem as if they're victims is
Uh-huh.
what they're going to do. And I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that, but there's a clear narrative: is believe all women. Women should have the ability to do whatever they want with their bodies, and anything that damns women, we must get rid of. Right? That seems
Okay.
like a pretty logical step. Would you agree?
Yeah, sure.
Now, here's my funny take. NBC are a bunch of dumbasses, like you just said, that have not caught up to the fact that people have brain cells, right?
Hmm.
When people have televisions back in the 19 who gives a fucks, they just heard everything they listened on TV and that was it.
Hmm.
But now we have YouTube, we have social media, and we can view things and make our own decisions based on the information in front of us, right?
Hmm.
Her whole case was televised. Her whole
Oh,
case. If you didn't want people to criticize her, why give an interviewer that was going to ask tough questions in the first place?
did you know that in the new interview they took out the tough
They
questions?
took out the tough questions.
The tough
Holy
questions.
shit!
So you know how the interviewer, which we gave credit to, was asking really tough and relevant questions.
Yes.
They didn't like that. In the new interview, the tough questions have been mitigated, so there's just basically nothing. She basically doesn't push back on anything.
Do you think that it was because NBC was kind of like attacked by just in social media and whatnot?
So
Like,
from what I read was that Amber Heard, um, the interview was sent to Amber Heard's kind of publicist and kind of like the whole, I don't know, I guess publicist, yeah,
mm-hmm,
yeah, the whole like social media team, whatever. That
mm-hmm.
interview was sent to them, and they had the right to edit stuff for the final edit or the final video, right? So when they released those two clips, right, they sent the full
So
clip to Amber Heard.
Amber Heard's team got a hold of the clips in the first place,
Yes, because that
and
was, I
they
mean,
were allowed to edit it, and that's
yes,
what they picked.
yes, they were allowed to edit, and then
It's like she's like a magnet for dumbasses, huh? She like magnetizes the
I don't.
dumbest things. Like she had a dumbass lawyer, and now
Uh-huh.
she has a dumbass editing team and dumbass. I
You
just,
know
I
what?
just don't get it, man.
Honestly, you know what it is? I think she has all the say.
You
I
think
think
she's
she has.
that powerful?
Well, I think she doesn't surround herself with people that won't say no to her, right? Because the whole strategy, the whole legal strategy that they had, I think that Rottenborn is too smart of a lawyer to have, I don't know, that strategy to the
He was a
case.
good lawyer. I'll give him that. He was a good
I
lawyer.
think that if he had 100% say, this, I think Johnny would have lost. I think if he would have gone the way he wanted to and controlled
Mm-hmm.
everything,
Mm-hmm.
she would have won. But
Yeah.
in my opinion, she picked a lane because she can boss her around,
Mm-hmm.
right? She wanted people that she can just tell, I want
Tell him
this
what to
done.
do.
Yeah. And because, come on, bro. Like, you're going to, oh my God. Like, you went into social media, you saw all the criticisms of your mannerisms. So you went to your editing team and you told them, nah, take all those mannerisms that people were criticizing, take them out. They said they were asking me tough questions. The tough questions, take them out.
Take him out.
It's like, and then
Well,
NBC was like, if anyone makes a reaction to the final product, copyright strike them.
okay. Well, here's. I mean, I don't want to give NBC. I don't pay. I don't. I don't want to play devil advocate for NBC, but I will because that is my role on this podcast. Devil's advocate for NBC. You want Amber Heard. You want to be the network that interviews Amber Heard.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
want
I
to
get
bring all
that.
those clicks to you, right? For you to be the network that gets the interview, you need to give her some leverage.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that leads to where we're at now.
yeah. I mean, that makes sense. That makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. But the crazy part is, like, let's be honest. As a woman who has been accused of being the abuser in this and has been proven in a court of law that she has said defamatory statements, she's getting a lot of say for a person that claims that her First Amendment right is being attacked. I mean, she's saying that, oh, my right is being taken away from me. She's saying that that's what a defamation case is meant to do, to take away your freedom of speech. Yet she
Yeah.
has the power to make a book, right? I mean, let me read some of this stuff, right? Let me just read some of this stuff. Look, because she's, bro, if she does this is amazing.
She's
Amber
she's
Heard.
she's gonna make bread, bro. Her name is too big now not to make bread.
I mean, if I'm Johnny, I'm like, okay, make your bread. Get that money though. Let me read what she
Like
said.
as far as I'm aware, OJ Simpson is still rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I get it, but what I mean is just like, you want to talk. People want to mention like misogyny. Like, check this video out, bro. Check this video. This is from Instagram, right? So this is from the
Let's
interview,
see
final
it.
interview, but it's from Instagram. Um, there you go.
Actually, what this was, it was kind of
Okay. Okay. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and people picked apart Amber's every move. Videos ridiculed her facial expressions and accused her of faking emotion on the stand. Actually, what this was, it was kind of, misogynist mob behavior.
Misogynist mob
Online,
behavior.
people
This girl is
picked
saying
apart Amber's
they're taking
every
my
move.
TikTok and I'm a
Videos
girl,
ridiculed her facial expressions.
but they're accusing people of being misogynist. But they don't understand that this woman, because she's a woman. I mean, Bill Cosby has he done any interviews? How about the Kevin Spacey? Has
No,
has he
that's
done
where I
any
was wearing
interviews?
now. No.
No
See,
interview.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like it's a narrative that people
But
have
the
to follow.
patriarchy, man, the patriarchy.
Man, it's silly at this point, man. And you know, I wonder how she's gonna word this book to not to not be defamed again.
Let's read it because I'm answering your question.
Let's hear it.
Amber Heard is in
Can you
talks
zoom
to
up?
write.
I don't think we have a. I need a little more zoom on that.
Yeah, they can see it pretty well, but I know you struggle a little bit. I think I struggle if I was reading it from your perspective too. So
Okay.
let me. Da, 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 da. Good.
That
Or
sounds good right there. Yeah.
Okay. Amber Heard is in talks to write a tell-all book now that she has nothing to lose in the aftermath of ex-husband's Johnny Depp's defamation lawsuit. A report claims the Aquaman's actress is reportedly ready to dish in what OK Magazine describes as a revenge book after she largely came out as a loser in the lengthy and highly publicized trial. Amber considers her career in Hollywood over. I mean, it was over before this whole thing.
Yeah.
She's already in talks and is excited about a source described as an insider told OK Magazine. At this point, she has nothing to lose and wants to tell all. I'm gonna read this last part and that's it.
Mhm.
Depp and his attorneys will be reading and listening to everything that Heard states. Arthur, draw back. I'll destroy your name, so I'm sorry. I told OK if we'll be hit with another defamation suit, end up right back in court. She's talking about a tell-all book and a revenge book.
OK Magazine is claiming that that's what the book would be.
But you can't talk about anything with this mother. What do you mean revenge?
I agree. Do you
come
think? Hold on, but do you think that? Because let's look at it. Let's look at it from both ways, right? She does a tell-all book, right? She can't afford the amount of money that she needs to pay already, right?
No.
But let's say her doing this opens up the case again. It opens up another defamation case. She now has a second try on the thing or on proving her point. So even though it opens her up for further failure, she lost it all already. Yeah. But she could win it all back. You know what I mean?
Unless Johnny goes with a
injunction, right? Yeah.
Which he can go with that. Now, the difference between this and probably what Cardi B did to Tasha K was that apparently with Tasha K and Cardi B, there was really specific stuff. Like Tasha K was accusing Cardi B of sleeping around, of having STDs. Mm-hmm. It was really specific. With this, the jury, if you look at what the jury had to determine, they didn't determine that Johnny didn't abuse Amber. If we reread the things they had to answer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, look, I have trust in Camille Vasquez and Ben Chu.
What they did determine was that she couldn't prove her claims.
Yes,
the type of abuse that she was claiming. Yes.
Yes. So maybe that's where they'll go with the argument. So, if I was Johnny, I think I'll take that route. Which at first I thought, I mean, just let her go. I mean, she keeps talking and she makes it worse for herself. But if she's gonna continue just destroying your name, I mean, just try to hit her with that. Yeah. And then if she breaks that law, right, she continues talking bad about you, then it's up to the courts to dish out the punishment.
Yeah.
And she could go to jail for that. And maybe that will stop her because at this point, Elaine said that Amber can't pay. So how can you continue to sue somebody when you cannot gain anything from them because they keep just defaming you, but they can't pay you. So you're not being awarded anything.
I look at it like this, man. I feel that there's enough of a potential for her to get a second chance if they were to go after her in court. Right? I feel like there's enough of a chance that you don't risk it. I say, look at the book. Uh-huh. If it states specific things such as sexual and domestic abuse, then injunction. I think you win that easily, right? But if you try to resue for another defamation case, then you open yourself up for her just to counter sue and have different evidence if the evidence does exist. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it does exist. I'm not saying it does exist. I'm saying you're opening yourself up
for more discovery and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. Like it's not a smart play.
Yeah,
but if this works, if this play works from Amber,
she's not that smart. She ain't paying.
She's not that smart. I don't think she is. But I'm willing to bet this might be like a Rottenberg kind of idea, whatever his name is,
Rottenborn.
Rottenborn. Excuse me. I don't want to say your name incorrectly. I'm excuse me for that. But if this is his idea and it works, it's borderline genius.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't, even if Johnny were to sue her again, I don't think he would. I think he wants to move on.
Yeah.
I don't think she will win anyways. I don't think she has a chance to win it. There's already precedent of her losing, and at this point, that's already precedent of her, defaming him.
But here's where the tug of war comes in, bro.
She has no evidence.
Here's where the tug of war comes in. Right now, Johnny's as the most famous he's ever been. Right? Mm-hmm. Let's say that book comes out in a year or two. Right? He's still riding high from the movies and whatever he's gonna do. But he starts to dip a little bit. He's like, because just like power, it's just like money, it's just like anything else. I want more. I hope his addictive personality does not promote the idea of him pursuing that again. I think you just drop this, bro. You drop this if you can, and you just keep it moving with your life, bro. Do not engage unless it's an injunction.
From what I've seen, that's not his personality to go out of vengeance. Like he's
but the lawyers behind him, they want to make more money. It's a business.
Yeah, but those lawyers, I mean, they don't seem as the type of lawyers. He's not like Amber in the sense that he will force the lawyers to do something they don't advise. I think he would heed the advice of his lawyers more than Amber will heed the advice of.
And if the lawyers advise to sue again,
I don't think he would. I don't think that's his personality. I mean, if you really think about it, why sue? If she makes the money, you can just claim her on it.
Yeah,
just be like, here
that's true, and you can make sure you get paid.
And you make sure you get paid, and because right now there's zero chance of you getting paid. Or you can say, well, okay, make the book, and everyone's gonna hate you, and then I just take the money from the book.
Yeah,
that's a way better plan than like I don't know. Camille Vasquez and Ben, she doesn't strike me as the type of person to be like, let's sue her again. I don't know. They don't strike me as the type of person. Yeah. So effer.
I mean, this has been like that. Close to 80. Get us to 80 by the end of this week or whatnot. Like, subscribe, share. You like this kind of content. We appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.